Good evening. I am going to start reading the text of Zafarnama translated into English. I already read the introduction in a previous video. For those of you who watched, thank you so much for your viewership. And I'm just gonna go ahead. Oh, I got a message. Hang on. Sorry I had to take that very important message. Now I'll start reading. The miracle of divine grace is standing firm. God is the granter of pleasure, the provider, merciful and compassionate. God grants us peace and serenity and is always merciful in forgiving us. He holds our hand and guides us while charming everyone's hearts. God is the King of Kings and always shows us his grace and blessings. He is incomparable, formless, and immeasurable. God has no need for material things, armies, or physical means to exert his power. He is merciful and provides us with all of the pleasures of the heavens. Wherever there is purity, God is visible and obvious. He is always with us. He is the creator of perfection, the pure one. He is compassionate, kind, and benevolent, and the provider of sustenance. God is the Lord of the earth, as well as the universe and everything therein. God is the most beautiful giver of sustenance. God is pure intelligence and knows the value of caring for the poor. God is kind to the lonely, but also destroys enemies. An adherent to Sharia is excellent and virtuous. Similarly, the prophet knows the truth of reality within the Quran. One who searches for knowledge is already a master of intelligence. Knowing the observable world is the manifestation of said intelligence. One who knows the reality of the universe knows the nature of God. That person's work, my mistake. It is that person's work to influence the world. So I just wanted to show you the pages and how they look. It's 2 lines per page. They're trying and keeping with the same sort of poetic structure as the original. And I'll continue. The whole universe is under the control of the Creator, Kabir. He is the most knowledgeable and the wealthiest among all. The oaths of the heartless are dead and gone. Now fear is the witness offered as a sacrifice. Not a single drop of credit can be given to those who have broken their oaths. Like a certain Mr. Aurangzeb. Whoever breaks a trusted promise upon the Quran will be faced with man-eating beasts. Let us rise up from the shadows of sleep. Our hands and feet shall not stay bound, held captive by deception. How can a lion be tamed? Sheep, deer, nor goats can tame such a beast. I swear by the book and to the one who is hidden within the mountains, that I did not make noise or yell in my respected land. What does it mean when 40 men are attacked, blindsided? 10,000 men descended upon them without their awareness. It means that the attack was a betrayal of a promise. Swords and arrows were used together. We will not stay silent under oppression. We will resist by all means, including guns and arrows. Although we have tolerated all kinds of situations before, it is permissible to take up the sword in self-defense. I swear by the Quran, which even I hold in esteem, I will never turn my back on the path that I have chosen. Whether by mistake or knowingly you broke your promise, I will not follow your path. Everyone who recites the Quran may stay true, steady, and firm. We are fighting with full clarity. We are uproarious, all fighting as one. Everyone that came from behind the wall, they left their mark in blood. Those who stayed behind the wall, they heard not a sound and smelled not a scent of death. Although I knew the army would descend upon the battlefield like a river, I did not expect for my own arrow to cross it. They were at last running away from the fight, but the leaders were running away behind them. Like a flood, other Afghans joined the war, and more spears and guns were added to the battle. With courage they attacked. From their perspective, they were like gods. They attacked and they received wounds. 2 men fought bravely and sacrificed their lives. A Khwaja, or a leader, refused to join the ranks in defense. He hid behind the wall in cowardice. You there, if you had come in front of me, I would have shot you with a single bullet. I have finally reached the end of wounds and bullets. With so many deaths on both sides, it's time to embrace life again. Arrows and bullets rained down. Guns turned the earth the color of red tulips. The heads and feet were strewn across the battlefield, like the balls and sticks in a sports arena. The bow and arrow of the archer came to the world for work. Others' noise of victory is like the braying of donkeys, but the men of men are silent and wise. What work shall the last of us do? Why have those 40 bodies returned? They are so numerous. The light of the world has been extinguished as though covered by a veil. The King of Night has arrived in all of his splendor and with much excitement. All right, so that's about half. I'm going to stop there and I will read the second half in the next few nights, maybe next week. Thank you for tuning in. Please like and subscribe. If you see that I made so many egregious errors in this translation, please comment below. Have a good night.